and welcome to March's reading vlog. If you've just come from February's reading vlog, you'll notice I'm in the same clothes because it's the 2nd of March. As I said in February's vlog, I didn't end up finishing off that vlog on the 1st of March yesterday, which meant I also didn't start this one because I was having a bit of an episode with my cyclic vomiting syndrome, which is a chronic illness. I have a video on it if you'd like to see it. I'll link it down below. But March, we're starting off by finishing off a book that I started in Feb, and that is British by Afua Hirsch, and I'm about halfway through this now. So this is a non-fiction book written by a lady who is half from Ghana and half Jewish. So her mum is Ghanaian and her dad is of Jewish descent, and it's all about her growing up in Wimbledon in London and kind of her take on British identity and identity in general, and how race plays into that. And I feel like I'm learning a lot. Again, it's got loads of British history about race, which is stuff that we don't really get taught in school, so I feel like I'm learning a lot. Because it is a book that I'm learning from, it's taking me a while to get through it. I've said this in the past, but I can read relatively quickly for books like YA and stuff where you don't need to process the information, but if I'm processing information, I'm quite a slow reader. So each chapter is taking me roughly an hour. As you can see, can you see where the pages are turned down? Please don't come for me in the comments. That's where the chapters are. And I do that because I'm a goal-orientated person and I need to see where the end is. I don't do it with every book, but books that I am being slow to get through, I do it because it provides me motivation, so please don't come for me. But that is kind of like where I'm up to so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping I'll finish it this week because I've got 5 other books that I've planned to read in March, I guess. I still can't believe it's March. Like, in a few weeks time I'll have been at home for a year. Like, I won't have lived in Cardiff for a whole year, which is insane because I still feel like it's only 5 minutes since I finished uni. Don't know if I can still be called a graduate because I've had a job for 9 months. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go and get myself some food. Then I'm weighing up whether I read some more or I'm also doing some like HubSpot courses in social media marketing online in my free time, because I like learning. Yeah, I'm weighing up what I want to do this lunchtime. I've got about 40 minutes left, but I'm gonna make myself some lunch. And when I say make, I'm gonna get the leftover rice from the other day, add teriyaki sauce, and that would be my lunch. I opened a bowl of teriyaki the other day as well, so that needs eating. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll let you know if I read or not. I'm sure I will. If not, I'll probably read some more this evening. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so it's now Monday the 8th of March. I'm gonna update you with where I'm at with my March reading because I've not been a very good vlogger. I've finished reading British, which was incredible. I learned a lot. It was really, really interesting. Would definitely recommend it, especially if you're from the UK. It doesn't look like I finished it. This is just the acknowledgements and the sources, the like references. Haven't read the acknowledgements yet, which I am gonna do, but the main body of the book has been read. So that's my first like physical book for the month. But I also have been getting back into audiobooks for the last, I guess, couple of months, and I did 2 last week and started a 3rd. So I listened on audiobook to Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, which I've been wanting to read for ages, and it was just as cute as the title sounds. Right up my street. I love Twitter. I love social media. It's a YA about 2 teens who are both kind of like in charge of their family business's Twitter account, and they kind of get in like a war, but they go to the same school. Would really highly recommend it if you kind of want a cute teen YA romance that's set in New York as well. And then I read another YA book, which is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. I read this one because I was trying to like broaden my reading diversity, and Meredith Russo is a trans woman, and this book follows our main character Amanda, who is a trans girl. She's a teen girl, and she's just transferred high schools to where her dad lives instead of where she was with her mum, and it's about her experience there, where people don't know about her history compared to her experience back home. And it was just really, really good. It does make a point at the end of the book to say that for most trans women or trans men, that isn't the experience they have. This very much shows like a positive, for the most part, experience. But it was really, really interesting to read, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for more books like that, because it was interesting to read from a perspective that obviously isn't my own. But yeah, I really enjoyed that book. We'll definitely be looking for any of her other books if she's released any more. And I put a poll on my Instagram last night about what book I should read next, and you guys decided Eleanor Oliphant. So if you don't follow me over there, go follow me, because I think I'm going to start doing like polls for my next read. My camera's flashing, so I might go in a minute. But yeah, go on there, follow me, because I'm going to start doing polls for all of my next reads. I've read some of this before, but I never finished it, so I'm going to start from the start again, and we'll see how that goes this week. I'm hoping I'll get this done this week. I've also started listening to the Guernsey Literary and Potato Pie Society, which I watched as a film on Netflix a couple of weeks ago, and I really liked it. Now I'm listening to the audiobook. I'll catch you later. Bye. Morning guys, so it is now Wednesday, and I read a bit more of Eleanor Oliphant yesterday. I think I'm in chapter 4, or maybe I'm in chapter 3. No, I'm in chapter 5. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've got to the part where she is trying to ditch Raymond when he's like trying to walk the same way as her. Her character's so funny, and I'm very intrigued to know. We now know that her mum's in jail. I'm really intrigued to know why that happened, and we also know that she has scars on her face, and I don't know why that happened either, so I'm excited to read some more and see what happens. It's 8:30, so I have like half an hour to read before work, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hey guys, so it's now Monday evening. I forgot, well, I didn't forget to vlog this morning. I just didn't have that much time. I literally read 2 pages this morning and that was it. But over the weekend I finished Eleanor Oliphant, which I loved, and I don't know why I never properly picked it up when I bought it, because I read a little bit of it when I bought it when I was in 2nd year, I think I said, which is a while ago now. I could not put that book down. It was so good. It was not what I was expecting at all from the title. It was very unexpected, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really good book about mental health and loneliness and friendship, and I really, really recommend it. It looked like a chunky book, but it was very easy to read. And now I've moved on this morning to Wakenhyrst, which is a book that Ella gave me, and I don't believe I'm even on chapter 1 yet. I'm kind of reading a first bit, seems to be a news article. Yeah, there's like an introduction bit, and I'm kind of here, so really not far in at all yet, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's going to be like a mystery type thing. Again, I think it's YA, but I'm not really sure, and I also love the cover, which you can't see probably because I'm holding it weirdly. There we go. I'm going to read a little bit more of this now. I think I'm just going to read the first introduction bit, and then I need to go make dinner, but that is my plan. Hey guys, so it is Thursday and it is lunchtime, and I have been reading, not right this second, I haven't actually had lunch yet. I've been reading Wakenhyrst, and I'm about this far through. None of the magic-y stuff has happened yet, but we've basically been introduced to Maud, who's the main character, and her family, so her mother, and we've got to the stage where, spoiler alert, her mother has died and she's left with her father, and she started helping her dad with his work. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm excited for, I think the magic-y stuff's just about to start happening, because her dad's just come across some like painting in the cemetery. So we shall see what happens next. But yeah, I'm a solid amount of the way through this. I'll definitely finish this by the end of the week, and then I can move on to another book next week. I'm trying to get as much reading done as possible. I've also started listening to Game of Thrones on audiobook, which is on my big poster. As I say for pretty much every book I read, it's on my big poster. It's not a book I particularly want to read, which is why I'm reading on audiobook, because I do want to scratch off all of those things. squares on my poster, and that was the book that I spotted first on my library that was free. I didn't see any others that I fancied reading for free, so that's happening. It's really long though compared to normally on audiobooks. I normally listen to like YA, but it's like 17 sections, so that's not chapters, that's like sections, and each is like at least an hour long. I'm on section 6. I'm yet to listen to any today because I've been ploughing through work this morning. I'll probably listen to a bit more this evening. And I've just sat down to edit a video. Turns out I've already edited it, so thanks for that, past Katie. I just haven't uploaded it or made a thumbnail, so when my internet decides it likes me again, because it doesn't like me at this moment in time, my laptop has serious issues, and this flashy thing is that's there to connect my laptop to the internet, because the internal Wi-Fi driver or something has decided it doesn't want to work. So my dad sent me that, and it seems to be partially working, except for right at this particular moment, but that might just be YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, I'm uploading a video. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, so it is Thursday and I just have not vlogged this week, but I'm on my new phone, so I'm vlogging on my new phone because I feel like it's easier than my camera. I haven't actually read that much this week so far. I've read this much of Big Little Lies. I'm enjoying it so far. I feel like nothing really like juicy has happened yet. I'm only up to chapter 13, so I've got 20 minutes before work, so I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm hoping I'll be able to get to page 100 because I'm currently on 73 and I just lost my bookmark, so I'm going to go and read this now. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday, the 30th of March, and I am well aware that I have not been a very good vlogger this month. I'm editing this video that you're watching now, right now. I'm about to film the last bit for it, and it's only 12 minutes long, which sounds average, but considering how many books I've read this month, yeah, not long at all. So I'm going to run you through all the books I read this month, because I realised that I kind of just move on to the next book without really telling you about the previous one a lot, and I skip over a lot because I forget things. I'm going to go and find my spreadsheet and we're going to talk through the books I have read. Also, we appreciate it is almost 6:30 and it's still bright blue skies. I'm a big fan of winter darkness. I like it being dark in the morning. I like it being dark in the evening because I like being cozy, but I am aware that the darkness makes it feel later than it is, and we've also moved this room around. But yeah, it's kind of nice, and it's also warm. It's 21 degrees today. If you're from anywhere other than the UK, you'll be like, that's not warm. It is, very much so. But it's only lasting for another day, and then I'll be back in jumpers. But I had to find a t-shirt this morning to wear for work. Anyway, March books. So the first book I finished and I read in March was British by Afua Hirsch. I really enjoyed this. I feel like I learned a lot from it. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you are British and you want to learn about race relations in the UK and the experience of someone who is from 2 different backgrounds, so mixed race, black and Jewish, and their experience growing up in London and beyond. Very interesting book, really enjoyed it. Then we get on to audiobooks. So I spoke about it earlier, but Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, which is a really cute book. As the name describes, it's YA romance involving Twitter. What more could you want? I feel like I went into that quite a lot earlier in the vlog. And then the second one was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, which again I really enjoyed. Expanding my reading in terms of author diversity and character diversity. Would definitely recommend that if you're looking for any books written by trans women about trans experience. It was really interesting, really enjoyed it, really great storyline. Another audiobook that I read was the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Again, I really enjoyed that. It was a little bit different to the movie, but I still enjoyed it. I just kind of listened to it in the background whilst I was doing things. Yeah, definitely liked that one too. I feel like I've liked all of the books I've read this month. which is always a good sign, except for, as I told you, I started listening to Game of Thrones. I had all intents and purposes to finish listening to Game of Thrones, but there's a big but. For some reason, it wasn't expired yet, but my library would not download anything past part 6. I couldn't download part 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 17. Tried them all. So I had to return it to the library, the digital library. So yeah, didn't finish Game of Thrones. We'll try again another time. But mental note to myself here, you read up to the end of part 6, Katie. You don't need to listen to that again or read that bit again. You can just go straight to part 7. Save yourself some time. After that, we were on to Eleanor, Oliphant is Completely Fine, which I've been intending to read for years and I just never really got around to it, but I'm so glad I did because I really enjoyed it. Again, it was another really good book about mental health in adults and loneliness, and I did not see the twist coming. And then the next book, I don't really know where to hold you because my arm is getting tired. The next book I read was Wakenhyrst, which Ella gave me for my birthday this year. I've already finished reading the books I got for my birthday, which is shocking. I haven't finished reading the ones I got for Christmas yet, but birthday? No, that's a complete and utter lie. Complete and utter lie. Because Hannah got me 4 books for my birthday as well, which I've got upstairs now. I'm trying to remember the names of them. Can't remember the names of them. The names of them I'll probably show you in April's video because I'll be reading at least one of them in April. So I'll show you them. Yeah, Wakenhyrst was really good. I'm still unsure if it was YA or adult because it focused on a young girl, her experiences and her unraveling the truth behind her family. Couldn't tell you if it's YA or adult. But it was good, I enjoyed it, would definitely recommend. It's kind of set in Suffolk and it's kind of like witchy stuff, historical stuff, the devil stuff. Definitely enjoyed it. Would recommend that as well. That also was a relatively short read, like it was a normal sized book, but I feel like it was it was presented in an accessible way, so it was really easy to read. Then I also didn't even vlog me starting to read this, and I don't know why, but I read Big Little Lies after hearing about it for so long, like literally like a year now. I got it for Christmas from my mum and I finally sat down and read it. I've been putting it off because it is a chunky book. It's like, maybe not quite that chunky, like this chunky. Anyway, I finally read it and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't what I was expecting at all, but I liked it. I liked the twists. I do have to say though that I did look up the twist before I finished the book, before getting to the twist, because I was just intrigued. But yeah, if you like twists, I'd recommend not looking it up, but it was good. And then we're not finished yet because we have things that I'm currently reading. And that is, when I find my app, The Vampire Diaries, The Dark Reunion by L.J. Smith. I'm almost done on this. I've got 35 minutes left to go. Again, I'm really enjoying it. It's really trashy. I read a lot of The Vampire Diaries last year, so this is just my continuation. I think this is the 4th or 5th book. Yeah, this is just my continuation of that. So that will be done probably tomorrow. I'm not going to listen to any more of it today. It's so different to the TV shows though, which is interesting. Anyway, that is everything I read in March. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!